All right, time for another race. So welcome to Interlagos. So this is the race C, Group 4, and as there is a break now between in the manufacturer racing, I'm starting to do some of the dailies, and here's one of them. And I really like Interlagos. It's a great track for me. It's been really good. I think I have most of my wins there. So I'm sitting here in 13th place, and there's some weird things going on in the start here, and I've seen this before. There's some lag or something like that. You're gonna see that it's gonna stop the whole rolling start here, and I've never really been, I really never known what to do with this, but I saw someone that did exactly what I'm gonna do here, and you're gonna see. So when the start goes, I can just try and go as far as I can. So behind me here, there's mayhem. You see there's those two cars collide, and all of a sudden I'm up in 9th. This is a long race. It's 11 laps. I'm gonna do a couple of cuts in here to save a little bit of time. I just show the juicy parts because there are quite a few juicy parts there. So getting through the first couple of turns here, and you see behind me there's a car. His name is Francisco. It's another Mclaren, and here I'm handily passing this Rifle Emporium, as he's called, in his Lambo. And it's a long race, so you really don't want to change tires on this track here with this configuration, and it's the hard tires. Fuel is not a problem, and the only thing you have to worry about are tires. So I've been doing a couple of different cars, and you're gonna see what happens in the end here. I'm gonna struggle, and here's another struggle. Here's the rifleman here that's in his Lambo that passes me. And now I have Francisco behind me. We're going to see a lot of Francisco. There's going to be some hard fighting with him. So we're coming up the hill here. And I've also had problems with this turn to get enough speed. You know, you just want to have a lot of momentum and try not to downshift. And if you do that, you really need a strong car. So obviously Francisco here drives the same car, so he had just simply a better exit. So now I'm trying to put as much pressure on him as possible here as we start the second lap. So I'm sitting in his slipstream here. I'll switch into this view here, and then the chase cam, or not really the chase cam, I guess the broadcast cam or something. So I'm going on the inside here. But then I'm pulling back a little bit, so we have a nice clean side by side there, and Francisco takes the other corner. The 650 is a really nice car on this track. It turns nice. You see there's all these turns on this track, and it just works really well on this track. I feel it might not have this, the strongest push. You don't really see I saw one of the top 10 cars was a 650. If I don't, Canada, the worldwide top 10, so to speak, was a 650. So I think it's a good car, but it suffers on the tires in the end a little bit better than like the Mustangs I tried. That was really hard because the Mustang have the engine in the front, so it's more that rides on the tires, front tires. And here I have the brake balance on 0 on the 650. So I should maybe try and move that back a little bit to save the front tires. I should try to do that next. So we're jumping forward here, lap 4. So now I'm up on Francisco here and try to give him a run for his money. My third lap there was my best so far on 1:42. and the chase is on here. And I like this track. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, and now when they have extended the daily to an 11 lap, I really like it, because you don't have to chase. If it's only 5 laps, you just chase it like crazy, and people do mistakes and do stupid things instead of maybe take it a little bit easy, consolidate position, and then start to drive a little bit more intelligently. So we see a little fight here between Francisco and the rifle guy. And I'm obviously benefiting from this because I can keep my pace behind Francisco. And here's that difficult turn. If you have someone in front of you, you want to make sure that you don't bump into them. So then you kind of slow, and you slow your whole momentum, and you get everyone backing up behind you. But we're pretty clear now behind us. Trying to slipstream here, coming into these turns here, which I'm pretty strong on these S's, I feel. I gain often a lot of positions, and here they try to outbrake each other, and I'm taking the advantage here and push up next to the other 650 here, but he's pulling ahead of me. As you see, we have a penalty in front here on, I call him the rifleman from now on. And we see that he's serving that, so now it's only me and Francisco. And I do kind of a little stupid move here. I kind of overcook it as I try to almost dive bomb him, I think that is a dive bomb actually. Not too proud over that. It gives the rifle guy an opportunity to just pass by both of us. So, little unfortunate thing. It might be a little bit bad blood now in there with the rifleman. So here's a series of unfortunate events here. I did a mistake there. So here I'm losing one position, and I'm soon to lose another one here, I believe. Now Francisco, he has a half a second penalty. So yeah, I'm losing one more position here. I'm totally frazzled in these turns. So now I'm down in 11th. But pushing on, getting up into the slipstream again. Try to chase down Francisco here. And as I said, we're gonna see a lot of him. So here he actually almost brakes to go into, or actually he is braking, and he go into that turn basically has to block me, and I don't have an opportunity to stop there. I mean, I'm trying, but I'm bumping him. But I didn't get the penalty. I don't think he got the penalty. Or maybe he got that. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're jumping forward here. I'm sitting in 8th. We're in lap 9. So my battle with Francisco is over, and we're soon gonna see another contender who is now gonna chase lap or position 8 here in the race. And it's gonna be a Ferrari, and I've been driving the Ferrari on this track, and it was horrible on tires. Otherwise it was pretty easy to drive. I could kind of throw it around as I wanted to. So as I'm coming up here, I'm in lap 9 of 11, and I'm starting really to struggle with tires. And here we see the GTMX who is behind me here. I really struggle here. I'm kind of losing momentum completely. So we have the white Ferrari behind us. We have 3 laps left. So now it's all about trying to defend this position. I think I did this turn pretty well and got pretty good momentum up the hill. So chasing the display there. So but anyway, my tires are really sucking at this point. And here he's coming up next to me in the Senna S. Man, he is also struggling. So we're both struggling on the tires and just try to kind of hold on here. It's in my slipstream here. Going on the inside. And a little similar to what I did on another race. I kind of just tried to do a really tight turn and he overcooks it. So I was defending that corner pretty well there. But he's not giving up. He's staying on as we come up the last part of lap number 10. So we get back to go into the last lap here. And you see he's just behind me. So here I'm really focusing to get the good exit out of this last corner, so we go up the hill on. And I kind of tiptoeing myself through these last turns. And he's in my slipstream again. So he has a little train of cars behind because I think I'm slowing down everyone behind. So here I'm going into the inside to defend. And managed to do that really successfully. And we see that Francisco is back in play there. You see him behind the white Ferrari. You see the other 650. Going down the straight. And here I'm really nervous about understeering. But I'm managing this pretty well. Because that turn is horrible when the tires are bad, because you kind of sail on. So he tried to challenge on the inside. I tried to stay on the inside myself. And here I can't hold on anymore. So I'm going a little bit wide, and he has enough grip to get around me. And we see now Francisco is right behind me. So now my goal is to defend 9th place. And we're just in the tail end of the 11th lap. And I'm keeping pace with the Ferrari here, so now I'm starting to hope that maybe his tires are completely falling out. Here's the last run up the hill. Trying desperately to stay in the slipstream to see if I can get some advantage coming down on the last straight here. And I'm pushing, but I'm not making it. So 9th place. I started 13th, had a crazy start, was able to advance a couple of positions. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.